What's going on, everybody? We've got BB in Your Show episode 3 here today. I can see that the chat's already starting to fill up. Obviously, Wezzatron's hosting us. Thank you very much for that. The Verminator. Oh my God! It started off well. It started off as it usually does. The Verminator has obviously joined in as well. It's a pleasure to have you all here. Now, today is going to be slightly different than it usually is, obviously, because we've got two guests here that are obviously part of PESUniverse, but it is part of their kind of PES League journey from that. They've just come back from Barcelona. So it's going to be a lot more visual than it usually is, and there's not going to be any gaming news or anything that we usually talk about. So if you are listening on any SoundCloud or iTunes, because we are now on iTunes, so if you'd like to go over there and subscribe, leave a review, it'll be much appreciated. And I've even opened MySpace. I've gone back to 2006 and I've reopened the MySpace just in case anybody is knocking about over there still, which I highly doubt they are, but it's just another channel. So yeah, we've got a few different mediums, but if you are listening to us on the normal podcast, I highly recommend going over and watching it on the YouTube channel either later on this evening, being Sunday the 4th. You can go and see it on the YouTube there, or you can get it via video on demand on Twitch. So yeah, that's just a little small disclaimer. So moving on to it then, we've got our first two guests from the PESUniverse Pros. Obviously we have got two teams. We've got the first, well, it's not a first team, we've got two teams, we'll just leave it as that. But these two lads are the lads that went to Barcelona, and they, well, in fact, we'll get into that, but I'll introduce them both anyway. So we've got Nandos.
Hello.
And we've got the captain of that team, the Wezzatron.
El Capitan. Good evening, everyone.
So we've got both of these two over here, and we're gonna go through the video vlog, whatever you want to call it, a video blog that they've been filming while they was over there. And I've got some like mad lighting going on here, so it looks like I've got some Michael Jackson white face going on here, like bleach white face. So I might have to turn the light off when we're moving on to watching the videos. I'll do something in here. But yeah, it's an absolute pleasure having you both on here. I know we've been trying to get you on. Obviously since I found out that you was going over there, we've been planning stuff, and Wes has been busy filming, so I've been editing that down today. But overall, how was your experience over there, lads?
Max, do you want to go first? Since you watched your first time? Oh, great! Yeah,
it was really good. It was good. Free trip, free hotel.
I've got questions about the hotel. When I've been editing it down today, I've got questions about that hotel room that you were staying in. Obviously, I only seen one of them.
We weren't staying in the same room.
No, I know. I gathered that from the video. However, I need to know. I like a good hotel room. You see, I like to see what you get with them. And I've just realised in my video, I've got a massive bag of onion rings in the background that I'm going to politely just get rid of.
That wasn't my onion.
Oh, Mag Gamer, thanks very much for joining as well. I see Wes is already chatting him up. But yeah, I've got 4 videos. Overall, it's 20 minutes long, the video, so I've obviously had to break them down. Because I don't think you'd all want to start there looking at Wez's nips for 20 minutes, because essentially you are going to get a bit of Wez's nip in these videos.
PG-13.
Yeah, exactly. So I've had to put a few black bars over the nip so that I don't get a copyright or any sort of strike on YouTube. So yeah, we've got a few videos that we want to watch, but I've just got a few questions, obviously, before we want to get in there. So, Wezza, this is your second time that you've been over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this time with the co-op teams, how different was it being over there as a team rather than just being individual? Like, what was the atmosphere like between you? Because obviously, when you're going over there as a 1v1, it's a little bit. I think it'd be a little bit more competitive. But when there's more of you, I feel like you'd be a little bit more relaxed. Now, what was it like overall?
Well, overall, the experience was probably better than the first time. Moreover, the fact that we had Max, or obviously I had Max with me, so it wasn't like you were just on the journey on your own. We got the same plane together. Most of the time we were just laughing and joking with most of the players, and the general atmosphere of the kind of weekend was quite relaxed. But obviously it came down to game day, and obviously everyone got game heads on, and that was how it went. But in terms of the kind of atmosphere of it, I think it was better obviously having a team, or having somebody to bounce off of. if you're trying to generate your own energy when you're abroad, it's a little bit different and it's a little bit difficult to probably do. But it was good to have Max alongside me because it put me more at ease than probably what I was last time.
So obviously, because you two, you never met each other before you went over there.
No, we hadn't. No.
And I'm assuming that most of the other teams probably hadn't met each other over there. Anyway, was it? I know you two obviously get on before you even went over there, but do you reckon was it awkward at all between anybody? Like, did you see that the teams wasn't talking to each other or anything like that as probably well as they do over PSN or anything?
No,
I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
No,
I didn't spot any teams that were kind of uncomfortable with each other. Everybody was in kind of a comfort level. Even I think it was Alex and El Torito. You would have thought, kind of a Spaniard and an Italian, it probably wouldn't mix. But even they were having a laugh and a joke and having good fun. There wasn't any kind of awkwardness. And some of the people had already met each other before. So you had, in Dominator and O'Neill and all these different characters because of obviously in kind of Europe they. At least until last year, didn't have or had offline tournaments. I mean, it's that they had met each other before. Obviously, me bumping into Max in the safe terminal of Gatwick was an experience in the first instance.
Yeah. No, obviously my game has just put a question. It's quite similar to the one that I asked before. But how was the overall? What was the best take from the experience overall?
Max, I'll let you run first, and it's your first time.
The best takeaway, KFC was a good takeaway. That's a great takeaway.
We do have a fabled story around that. Is that on the I think it was the Friday evening. Obviously, we'd had a long day of shooting. We'd had a long day of kind of photos, and as you'll probably see from some of the footage, we had to go to the venue and go and do filming, all this kind of stuff. And all through the venue, we were just all thinking, we need food. We actually need feeding. And I think it was I started it. Then Max kind of was like, "Yeah, we're definitely going out for food." I think then Eldridge or O'Neill clocked hold of it, going, "Yeah, we're going to find a KFC." And we were like, "Yeah, we've already Googled it. There's one 10 minutes from the hotel." He's like, "Sweet, we're going to KFC." So our Friday evening consisted of me, Max, and Eldridge all sitting in the KFC, all on our own separate tables, but loving the fact that we'd found a KFC in Barcelona. It was brilliant. But takeaway for me was the fact that, and as I've said it probably on kind of about the last time I went, it was just the community feel to it. There wasn't any airs or graces. You had world champions and future, like kind of previous kind of world finalists, all mixing in with each other, all having a laugh and all taking it for what it was, and it was great. Even amongst the seriousness of it, every time somebody saw Max, I think it was Dominator probably did it most. He just kept going. I just kept thinking about Nandos. I kept losing my concentration. I kept thinking about Nandos, and it just wrecked everything.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. So obviously, we are all part of the same community. So the fact that it was so competitive, yet there was an element of, shall we say, friendship? Well, yeah, we'll say friendship. Just to be on the safe side of things. That is absolutely awesome with that.
Yeah, it was.
Mad Gamer were throwing in another question as well. I said, how was the event run? Any keynotes people didn't come and see it? Now, from what I understand, from the videos that I've been watching of yours when I was doing it, did you say Gerard PK as like an esports company?
Yes. The new, as it was last year, it was Jelly Media, so that was Graham Day, Toby Lee, Jessica, and all those guys. This year, it was actually run by EMR, who is basically the owner of that company. Is Gerard PK. So PK invested in a kind of an esports company. I think it was last year. Came, funny enough, to the last Barcelona event that I was in. So he kind of, you could tell he was taking more of an interest in it. It was the first year they'd run it, so. For me, it was good. It was not as polished as it was last year, but I gave that feedback to obviously the relevant people. You had Jonas and Asim and Lenny, who are the kind of the main community guys, but they still had enough where I wasn't going to turn around and go, "Oh, that was terrible." Yeah. It was still well ran. I think there was just a couple of things that could have been different. Max, your view on that?
There were some things that could have changed. Like most of the time, we were sitting around doing nothing. Like for example, on the second day, once we got knocked out of the group stage, they just expected us to be there for like 9 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah, with a long day.
Max had a Max had a very funny conversation with the Spanish admin, didn't you, Max?
Oh yeah, I said to the admin, I was like, I've been to Barcelona loads of times. Don't worry about it. I've only been there once, so I was like, don't worry about it. Yeah, I was like, well, I know my way around here. And as soon as we got out, I was like, I don't have a clue where we're going, but we're gonna figure a way. Yeah, only because I was like, I know this. I've been here loads of times.
Jesus.
We were going to prank them. But... We were going to prank them on the way back by saying that I'd got lost in the centre of Barcelona and that Max had found his way back. But we did find and realised that the Spaniards would not have taken our British humour that well. So.
No.
Right. Precision, thanks very much for the follow. Sorry, I know. The chat comes up on the screen, so for obviously people who aren't watching it, I just like to keep on referring back to whatever's on the screen. Obviously, Mag's throwing up a load of questions, so obviously we can get onto that. But go on, what you're saying about getting lost.
Oh, we didn't get lost. I didn't. We didn't get lost, but because I was in charge.
We thought it was a good idea. We thought it would be.
And Bibby, you know, from when we met at Arsenal at the Emirates, I love a good McDonald's.
Yeah. So,
it's
just been like 15 man rolling through from the Emirates to try and find a McDonald's, and people had 3 different Google Maps out. It's like, no, it's definitely around the corner here. They're just like 15 blokes trying to cross the road. It was mental.
I will say this though: Spanish McDonald's absolutely ruins any UK McDonald's. Not to get onto takeaway chat. I just want to.
No. You've moved on to it now. I need the specifics.
Small shout out to the Grand McExtreme Smoky Rodeo Burger, which is essentially some Spanish spicy sauce, a chicken fillet, and smoked cheese that was melting on the top of it. Yeah, just all you need to know, mate.
That sounds like it shouldn't be in McDonald's.
Oh, but there's like a triple cheese deluxe as well, where they had like the hearty Italian bread from like Subway, and with 2 cheeseburgers, and you can add as many cheese as you want on the customization menu.
I've literally just had my tea, but I feel like I'm hungry already. I need some of that stuff. So I've got a few questions. Well, I have. Mag's put some more questions in, but I think that we need to move on and watch the first video because overall the videos are going to be 20 minutes long. So. Yeah. We'll watch the first one. That's going to be about 5 minutes long, and then obviously we can get some questions off the back of it, just so everyone else can see it. Again, if you are listening to this on any kind of podcast service like iTunes or SoundCloud, I'm going to keep on plugging those. Then it is best to watch the video on demand or the YouTube video just to get a glimpse of obviously what it is, because there is just going to be a lot of talking otherwise. So yeah, you won't hear our voices in between these videos. You won't hear our voices in the videos. It's literally just going to be the video, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Hey guys, welcome back to the PESUniverse vlog. My name is of course the Wezzatron. If you don't know who I am by now, don't worry too much about it. The good news is I'm going to hit you with a little bit of a PES League blog. Now, as you probably are made aware from my posts on social media and everything else, we've had a bit of a journey just to get to Barcelona for the PES League regional final in Barcelona. Obviously, we've had the trouble with my passport. We've had the trouble with getting time off work. We've now obviously we've had the boarding passes here today now, and we've got a 4-hour bus ride ahead of us on Friday morning to Gatwick from Birmingham. If you guys are international, you may not know the distance, but it is a fair distance. I did something very, very very close or very, very much the same last year, where we had to get an early bus, which you guys probably saw on the previous vlog. So now essentially we are back in the same spot. This time though, we are going with Nandos King, aka Max, as you'll probably hear me call him Max. I'm not going to walk around a hotel when I meet him, and I'm not going to be calling him Nandos for sure, but we're on the same flight together, which is great. Means that I don't have to be bored. It means that obviously I don't have to kind of feel that I'm kind of a stranger in a different country. And yeah, we've got all of our itinerary. We're ready to go, and yeah, we're just gonna, we're gonna meet up and yeah, see how it goes. Our flight is at bus gets into Gatwick at 6:35 in the morning. Flight is at 9:45. Max is going to meet me at the airport, so hopefully we'll be able to catch that in the vlog as well. But the first time me and him have ever met face to face as well, so that's going to be a pretty cool experience. And yeah, this is the opening part of the vlog, or the vlog should I say, and I hope you enjoy it. Peace out. Good morning, guys. So it is the day of it's the day I was leaving. Just taking the cold. It's currently 1:10 in the morning. My dad is just there. Dad is taking us to the airport. Well, he's not taking us to the airport. That would be ridiculous. He's taking us to Digbeth coach station. We've got a bus due for 2:15, which is going to take us to Gatwick for 6:30. Should be meeting Max around about 7:15. So, just coming in here to get some vital fluids before we go. Got to get that Diet Coke, you know what I'm saying? Nice little mini fridge. Not going to take you too much into the house because that would just be weird. And yeah, so I am ridiculously tired. I'm probably going to be asleep on the bus. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be asleep on the bus. So I'm just going to video you now. Yeah, and then hopefully we'll video later on of getting old Max meeting up and going for some food before we leave. So yeah, cool guys. I'll see you guys in a bit, and peace. First problem of the day. Got to wait for the car to de-ice. As you can tell, that's how cold it is in Birmingham right now, and that is how dark it is outside. -2 as Dad gives us a... Oh, nice. Yeah. Classy, Dad. Real classy. Real classy for the vlog. Gotta keep that class. So yeah, guys, so it is currently, what are we on? 1:22 in the morning. So yeah, we've got a long journey ahead of us. So yeah. Well, we got movement. No. He's thinking about it. He was thinking about it. The E-Sport life. Who would have it? So we're in Digbeth coach station. My flight is on the board. It's not a flight. My bus is on the board. Unfortunately, iPhone Zoom is not what it should be. It's 20:02 now, so we've got about 35 minutes to wait. Yeah, so better make yourself comfy for the coach. Well, that is us for the next 4 hours. Hopefully those lights will turn off inside, but yeah, that's what we're going with. So we're about to board the coach, and yeah, I will probably see you guys on the other side. And yeah, I'm gonna try and get some sleep on the coach. See you in a bit. There it goes. It's 4:59, and we have we've just got into London. Just on Heathrow. Oh god, I've not slept a wink. As you can probably imagine, just excited and all the rest of it. Managed to rest my eyes a bit, but I was never like fully asleep. But yeah, it looks like we're like way ahead of schedule. So we've got an hour. It says here an hour and 35 minutes to get to Gatwick, but I think we'll be a lot quicker than that. Yeah, I think we might have just skipped a stop or something. But in the midst of it all, yeah, we're going to be dead on time, so it's good stuff. So yeah, I'll update you guys once we get to Gatwick, and then yeah, hopefully we'll be meeting up with Nandos. I'll catch you guys in the next stop is Heathrow Central Bus Station, Terminals 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, so passengers travel towards Terminal 4 and Terminal 5. So guys, I'll catch you guys in a bit, because the next stop this guy Central Bus Station. To just talk over a normal PA system. And clearly marked. A toilet is located. So yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace. So we have arrived at Gatwick. I'm too lazy to walk. I'm so tired and I'm so lazy. I'm just not walking. And apologies for the quality of the vlog. That's what happens when you don't give me sleep. But yeah, all ready to go. Just gonna get through to arrivals and then ready to go. But yeah, I am absolutely knackered, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully, when Max gets here, which should be in around about 15 minutes, hopefully I'll perk up a little bit. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace.
I could not find the right screen to get back to then, so they just got the intro music again. So yeah, that's I don't, obviously you can't hear us chat in between, so they're watching the video. This is the first time that they're seeing it. Obviously I've only edited this today, so this is the first time that they're seeing it as you're all watching it as well. So there has been some absolute like Where's dad listening to pop punk in the car apparently, but obviously that wasn't the case at all. It's just something that I've edited in afterwards. Just
I thought you had like break. I thought you had like Fast and the Furious esque.
Wezzer.
We've got to get him. Yeah, we need to get him to Digbeth by 2 a.m. Let's do this.
So yeah, as we've got a few people just jumping in here as well. So we've obviously got Pirates jumped in. Thank you very much for joining the Contextual Podcast. I've seen Precision jump in there as well. And Fish as well. So thank you all very much for joining us here. You are all going to be looking at some exclusive footage that I've put together today for the lads and their journeys over there. As you can see, there is a lot of Wezzer in these videos, and there's not enough Nandos for my liking.
My agent had said I was only allowed a certain amount of time in these vlogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, being team captain, I was like, right, I can divide this up how I want it. And there's rare sightings of Max.
Right, but what I'll throw out there is there's bonus points for something that Nandos does in the 3 times that you see him in these videos. I'm not going to mention what they are, but if anybody, the first person that puts in the comments when you see Nandos, what he does in 3 separate videos, you'll get a crisp high five from me because it's unbelievable. I was in absolute bits every time I did it. So,
I don't even remember. So,
yeah. Well, this is it. If you don't remember, you wouldn't have ever seen this because it's just Wezzatron. I'm guaranteed that he would have watched this footage back about 17 times on his phone. Going, oh, fucking hell, I look good there. I look fucking great there. So, Pirate's saying the guy, the food. No, not the food. It is the guy.
It's definitely not food. It is the guy.
Yeah, you know what? Nando said exactly the same thing. You said he thought that he had spotted. He went, "Where's this music come from?" Like, but yeah, obviously, Contextual Podcast. Chris is there, and he said long day. Now, obviously, starting from when you got, you live a lot closer, don't you, Nandos, to the airport than Wes?
Oh, yeah.
That's an understatement.
You'd have been able to get up at like what time? In fact, what time did you get up?
5:30.
Okay,
I'd have killed for that.
Wezzer, what time did you get up?
I got up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, Jesus. And obviously you had a nice little car journey with your dad before getting onto the bus.
Yeah, I had 2.5 hours sleep from the night before. I had to be up at 1 o'clock, got my dad out of bed, as you probably saw from the video there, in the car for about 20 past 1, got dropped off at Digbeth Coach Station. Coach left at 2:15. And then, 4 hours and 15 minutes to Gatwick. Waited for Nando's because he couldn't find me in the airport for about 20 minutes. And then, got ourselves booked and checked in. And, it was great. It was a great experience. And then the first day in Barcelona, I spent probably 97% worth of it moaning about how sleepy I was. So,
So
it was great experience
overall, because the flight's only like 2.5 hours in it to get over there.
Yeah, so we dropped into Barcelona. I think it was 9:45. We took off. I think we landed about 12:30.
Yeah.
Car meets us from the airport. We ran into Mark Scott. I think his name is the Match of the Day commentator. Who was doing he was like the co-commentator for the event. I just thought he was like some random English guy that was there to kind of show us around. Turns out it wasn't. I really should have known my people. And got to the hotel. They did a little bit of shooting. They got us out the car, did all that kind of stuff, got us booked in, and they were like, "Yeah, sure." I think we got to the hotel for about 2 o'clock. Got booked in, did that opening kind of package thing, and and they were like, "Oh yeah, sweet. So you've got 45 minutes to go and do what you want." I'm like, "Okay, brilliant. I still need sleep." Max is like, "Oh no, I'm fine. I'm just gonna go upstairs and just unpack." And I'm like, "No. I don't want to sleep."
Obviously, we've only got one side of the story here because Nando's didn't record. As far as I didn't get given anything, so he could have recorded loads that I just haven't had. But obviously, we only see like Wezzatron unpacking.
You can have loads of selfies. I said to my girlfriend.
You know what, mate? I'd have slipped these in between. It would have been like a montage. We could have had another competition. Like, what minute did Nando show up and stuff like that? But yeah, I've got another 3 videos. What I tried to do is I tried to break it down into 4 different, not categories, but obviously that was the journey to the airport. Then you've got day 1, then day 2.5 maybe, and then the journey back, just so we could break it up a little bit so we could talk in between, because I didn't want a 20-minute video just rolling without any sort of context behind it or out. So yeah, I think that's pretty much covered that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to video 2. Again, you won't be able to hear us talking or anything. You'll just see the video, and we'll come back to that in a second.
So guys, after much deliberation and after much people trying to find people, look, I just ran into Max. Took him literally forever to find me, but we're here now, and that's the main thing now. We're just gonna go and get food. We're gonna get food.
Nando's.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be Nando's. Literally can't be anywhere but Nando's. And rumour has it is that they have got a nice little breakfast menu in Gatwick, so we're gonna go and try and explore that. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. Yeah, so guys, this is this is us checking in. Flight's been called. Where's Max gone? Where has Max gone? Where has Max gone? Where's Max gone? Actually, where has Max gone? So I'm sure we'll find it. There's our plane. Already board. Should be taking off in about a minute. There he is. There's Max. There's Max. So yeah, guys, we'll be taking off in about 45 minutes. So yeah, it's our nice little home for a bit, and then yeah, then we'll be touching down in Barcelona, and I'll video our landing. So see you guys later. Hi guys, so we have officially landed in Barcelona, as you can see. Although the only problem is they're only using the front door, aren't they, Max? Yeah, it's not fun. So we've got to wait. We're right at the back of the plane, so we've got to basically wait. So we're gonna probably about another 15-20 minutes before everyone lets us off. But yeah, landed safe. Perfect flight, really. So yeah, we're gonna go and get our stuff and get our lift from the airport. So we need to go and get our chauffeured lift. So guys, I'll peace out in a bit. So guys, this is the room. We've just checked in. We've just done our video, or at least they've kind of gone through our video. I'm just going to run you through the room because this is a banging room. So we've got obviously a nice full-length mirror. Hey. What we got in here? We've got a nice little shower and a bath. I'll take that. That is spacious. I've even got a bidet. Nice. That'll do. And then obviously you've got the nice, well, it's two double, or it's a twin, but I've got 2 beds, so it's not too bad. I can pick out which one. Now the other thing we do have is this little beauty. Look at what we've got. We've got a welcome pack. So this is our welcome pack, which I need to go through to push the little PES bag. It's nice. It can go as my personal item when I go home. Still got the tag on it. Now I'm just going to unveil. Boom. Have that for a fleece. Here is my itinerary, the PES League welcome kit. Nice. Boom. Nice little PES League hat. I'll be taking that. Oh my god, it's got my name on. It's got my name on, and it's got my badge on. Holy jeez. Oh my god, that is mad. Boys, that is mad. It's even got my country on as well. I am so pumped right now. That is madness. So yeah, guys, yeah, welcome to the room. Nice little storage units there as well. But I am hyped for this. This is going to be so much fun. Yeah, but we've got to whiz down for interviews now. So yeah, we're going to go for interviews, and yeah, I'll just leave you with this lovely view, and then hopefully I'll check back in with you guys later on. See you in a bit.
You're going to kill me, but the other way around. Let's go.
We've made you walk, and now we're going to make you walk again. Anyone going to tell us that we're just E-Sports athletes? The lifestyle that I really want to lead. Let's just take some fun, bro. Oh, what a view that is! They're literally going proper tourist here.
I'm gonna jump down, man. The flying knee kick. Oh, amazing.
Hey guys, so it is a wrap on day 1. I have been absolutely run off my feet. The reason why there's been a lot of not a lot of footage has just been I've just been run off my feet. We've been kind of out and about. We've seen the main stage, which I know that Nando's has took some footage, which will probably enter the vlog before this. yeah, we've had the cup draw. We've had everything that we kind of the cup draw. What are we even on about this show? I've had 3 hours sleep in a day. The draw's been done. The group that we've got is it's El Torito. El Torito is another Italian guy in that team, and then Alex. Then we've got Magic Fingers, which is O'Neill, and Bad Boy G. And then the final team, which is Team Expert, which is made up of El Matador. So there's some stellar players. I mean, it was never going to be an easy draw, kind of without all of those teams that are in it. Like, you know, on paper, 7 of the best teams that you'd probably care to ask for. Most of them are playing in the 1v1 tournament, so it'll be interesting to see whether they can kind of carry form over, or we're playing at about 9 o'clock UK time, so that's when the first group's games go. Hopefully, we'll get we'll do a good. We'll give ourselves a good account of it. But right now, guys, I'm heading off to bed. So it's the end of vlog day 1, and I am absolutely knackered. I've got to be up for 7:30 for breakfast, and then out of here for 8 o'clock. So yeah, so I'm gonna head to bed now, guys. I'll talk to you in a bit. See ya.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. So.
Right, so
yeah.
as you've well seen there, a lot more of Wezza than you probably intended on seeing today. A bit of free the nip, break the internet stuff. That was kind of like, in fact, I'm not gonna talk them through it because it wasn't my experience. It was me just putting together the video. You boarded the plane, you got off the plane. What was the day like?
Unorganised.
Unorganised. We got off the plane. There was people waiting for us that had nice little PES League name things. So we went and we bumped into Mark Scott, which is the commentator from Match of the Day. And then we jumped in the cab. I got some Mentos and some water, so it was a good day.
You were making friends with people from Kiev, weren't you, as well, Max?
Yeah, I was talking to the Ukrainian guys. They didn't understand English, so I was trying my best. They didn't have I don't think they had a clue what Nando's was, but I was just like, is it code where you were? And they were like, yes. That's about the conversation went with them.
Jesus.
And then we got off, and then we got our little welcome pack, which you saw in the video, with our jumper or fleece hoodie thing, and 2 t-shirts and a hat. And yeah, and then Wezza went in his massive room while I had my little small room.
Again, this is something that I wanted to come back to about the room, because obviously the conversations that we have away when the video's playing is something, because you're both watching it at the same time as everybody else because it's the first time you've seen it. So I wish I should have put the microphones on while the video was playing. But what was the difference between your rooms?
Well, mine had a star on the door. No. Well, my room, as you saw from the video, was gigantic. Max, how big was your room again?
It felt like midgets were living in my room. It was like so small. Like there was like my bed, because I usually sleep in a double bed. So going back to a single bed in the middle of the room, literally I turned over, I would fall out. Turn either way, left to right.
And Wezza has two single beds to choose from.
I said to him, I was like, why didn't you just invite me into his room? It would have been more comfortable than staying in my room. But it would have been a bit suspect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pirate's saying team captain always gets the bigger room. Just saying. Well, because he's going to, is it Milan on Saturday? Who's team captain of their team?
Pirates team captain.
Oh, okay. So he's going to get that star-studded.
Yeah,
he's going to have an hairdresser in his room and that.
Yeah, he'll get the free champagne and all that stuff. Yeah, it'd be great.
So, getting up to the point where you had the rooms and stuff like that. What else? When did you get to meet everybody? When did you get to knock out? Because obviously we've seen you getting off the coach but at the time you was meant to be getting interviewed, and obviously that didn't happen. But what was that part for? Where was you going and what was you doing?
So I took a lift to a wrong floor. That's how, because I came downstairs once I was kind of ready to go, and And yeah, lift door opens to the wrong floor. You've got Mr. Pro Evo as it comes out. You've got, as the doors open, you've got Mr. Pro Evo, who's a Dutch player. And then as the door fully opens, I then see Eldridge. And Eldridge shoots me like the biggest smile ever.
He's always got a grin on his face. I've never seen him moody.
No, that day he was, because he was just like, "Where's? I am tired. I am so tired."
This is the worst accent ever. This is like, that's borderline casual racism. With the kind of bad accent that you're putting on there.
It was just like, I'm really well. To be fair, we spent most of our time with them. Strangely enough, it was most of the Dutch guys. But he was just like, "I'm so tired," and I was like, "Mate, you don't understand you don't know tired. Like you don't know tired." And he was just like, "Nah." And then I obviously had to style out the fact that I'd got the wrong. I'd completely style out, so I had to walk out and then wait for the lift door to shut, and then call the lift back to where I wanted to go. Like I had to style that out. And then we went down for photo shoots. So the kind of the photos they were using on stream. That's kind of where we bumped into everybody, wasn't it, Max?
Yeah, we bumped into everyone down there and said hi to everyone. Everyone was pretty nice.
Yeah,
except for the French.
Oh Jesus!
Let's cover that. Let's cover that. Yeah,
but,
I'll cover that.
No, they were. Everyone was really nice. So we met everyone, shook hands, and yeah, I think we definitely hit. The Dutch were definitely the standout guys in Dominator.
Yeah,
Indo Jawa, Mr. Pro Evo, Eldridge, and Bad Boy G as well.
Yeah,
I've noticed I've obviously me and Denominator follow each other, but I've noticed he's been a lot more vocal on Twitter recently. He seems like a really nice guy. Obviously, I've never met him or talked to him personally. I've only ever seen him at the Emirates event. But it's just.
I think him and Max clicked quite right away, because I think Max, I'm right in thinking your missus is Malaysian.
Yeah, she's Malaysian.
And obviously he's from. I think he's half. Is it half Indonesian, or did he emigrate to?
Half Indonesian.
There you go. So he's half Indonesian. So I think they had kind of a little bit of a kind of a bonding over that. Obviously, then the fact that they'd all tasted Nando's the once when they came over to that London event, and they literally loved it. So immediately, Eldridge, when he saw Max, was just like, "Where's my chicken?" Like, just like, "Why have you not bought chicken? Why have you not bought any sauce? Why have you not bought anything?" And Max is just like, "Well, we couldn't get it through passport control," and it was just
yeah. Well, yeah,
I said to him, if he comes to London, I'm more than happy to. We can all go out to go out and eat Nando's.
Pirate is saying you find it funny that we mentioned everyone by the gamer tags apart from Eldridge. I don't even know what Eldridge's gamer tag is.
Yeah, and so like E_C_O'Neill.
O'Neill, sorry, yes, I have seen it. Just a big shout out to the lads that have come in late. Obviously, we've got Shinobi. Fuck is late, shake my head. Yeah, I think that's the third time in a row that he's ended up being late. And Big Zombie Monkey's decided to join the party as well. So again, thank you very much for joining.
Fish will be in everyone's bed anyway.
Just jumping in between them. You'll have more. You've got 3 rooms to choose from there, haven't you? So you can all fight for the one room. Just start moving beds into each other's room. Whoever's got the biggest. Save you saying on that.
Pirates just said, "Wes, it wasn't only once. They went tons of times to Nando's."
Well, while they're here, might as well.
Might as well, yeah.
So we've got another 2 videos. I'm just going to get these out of the way so we can have a proper conversation about them. So again, you're not going to hear our voices. You're just going to see the videos, and we'll see you all again in a second.
Good morning, guys. It's day 2. It's about 7:30 in the morning. We've woke up. We've had a decent sleep. I'm gonna go downstairs and get some breakfast. Hopefully meet some of the other players. And yeah, feelings this morning. It's different. It's different. We've got a very, very tough group ahead of us, but we'll see what we can do. Just gotta wait for our lift. But yeah, we got a decent chance. We got a very hard group, but hopefully we'll do some damage. How long is this going to take? I guess we're coming up here now. Oh no, that's the case. We're going to wait for this one instead. So yeah, let's go down. We're going to go down to E. Hopefully meet some of the other players. As you can see, got my pass on, got my fleece on, got my game phase on. Got me hard. about half tired game face, but let's get first on this. See you in a bit. So this is what breakfast looks like. Well, that's not just that side, it's all the way over there as well. And if I look directly to my left, you'll find a wild bad boy G who took forever to get here. But yeah, guys, so this is how breakfast is looking. Looks fairly decent, and you know, it's a free lunch, a free breakfast in Barcelona, so you can't complain. Yeah, I'm just stuck with a bottle of water at the minute though, so I'm still trying to wake up. God love it. Yeah, as you can see, some of the players are chilling. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. We're gonna be away in about 20 minutes time, so it should be fun. Should be real fun.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 won't you let the light shine through.
What we play for? Max just throwing in an obligatory dab. Alright, let's wait and see what the rules are saying.
Hey guys, just a brief update from Barcelona. As you can probably tell, as you've probably heard already, me and Max are out. First game was Broken Silence, which is El Torito, El Distrurante and Alex, and they were just amazing. Absolutely amazing. The fluidity in their passing is just unreal, and in their movement across the ball. Second game we had Eldridge and Bad Boy G. We actually played quite well. Granted, there was a little bit of a snafu with the internet, which kind of we had to replay a half, but it is what it is. But we managed to win 3-2. And in the final game we were on the main stage, as some of you guys probably have seen. And Nando's got a penalty save, which I'm buzzing for. He also got a goal to equalise. Just a bad touch from Kip Pembe, just kind of did us over. But no, I'm really, really proud of what we've done. And I think we'll be on the hunt for stuff kind of next year. But yeah, no, for a first season and for a first outing, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, more power to everybody. And you know, the people who are left in, the 4 teams are incredibly stellar teams, so it's going to be an absolute whirlwind to watch. But I think me and Nando's are going to go out exploring, because we're out, so yeah, we're going to see how it goes. So yeah, guys, I'll catch you in a bit.
So yeah, that was quite an eventful video, that one, considering they ended up turning up to the venue, and in the same video getting knocked out within about 20 seconds of the video overlay changing. So it's quite an eventful one. Quick shout out to Razor for jumping in, thank you very much, and Mag, thanks very much for stopping by and leaving us. So let's talk about the actual arriving to the venue. We had a quick discussion then. What was that like? Just getting off the coach and walking straight through the doors?
Well, I know that Max didn't really feel nerves on that day, which is probably a good thing. My heart always skips. Like it skipped when we arrived at Barcelona last year, and it did the same thing this year. You see the kind of, although we'd been there the day before, you still see it on game day, and you're like, okay, this is really happening. Whereas obviously Max just coming across, just throwing in dance moves, just like when everyone else is trying to be super serious. But yeah, well, it was for me. It was an adrenaline shot that I needed.
Well, on like PES, I think it was PES 5. We used to have a group of friends. I used to go into their house like after school, so it was like 4 p.m. And we bought a cup. I was more nervous playing that cup than I was playing to Barcelona.
Even though this was in front of a live stream and there was thousands of people watching.
It could have been millions of people watching, but it was the fact when you play by yourself, it's a lot more nervous. But because I was with Wes, it's a lot more relaxing.
Yeah.
So it was a lot more like, well, you know, we'll both get knocked out.
Because it was.
And then I've got someone else to blame. So I was like, there we go.
Well, that was the funny bit. It was how we kind of got told we were going to be on stage wasn't kind of how you would perceive you were getting told that you were playing on stage. So we lost our game 3-1 against Alex's team at the start. The movement, as soon as I sat down, and I mean, you've got headsets where you can talk to you because it was an online co-op. It wasn't offline; it was an online one. You could, obviously Max could hear me speaking, and I was just kept saying to him, "I was like, their movement's unreal. Like we're not going to stop these guys."
Yeah.
And when it came to game 2, it was like, okay, we might have a shot here because there's only 2 of them. Bearing in mind it is Eldridge and
Bad Boy G.
Ali.
Yeah, Bad Boy G, for those who are in the know. I mean, there was that, like I said, that weird kind of internet kind of, we're not sure if it was the internet or servers, but whatever went down. I joked the day before going, imagine if we get the lag symbol in the top right-hand corner, and then lo and behold, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and then he went off.
And then he went off, and then they managed to get it all restored, and we had to replay a half, which, to be fair, I think, me and Max both admit this on the day, is that had it have been still the same game, they would have took that. They would have beat us there.
So when you had to play the second half again, was the goals in that half?
No. Yeah. Well, it was 0-0, but obviously they carried over the goals from the first game. So
yeah. So when you had to restart again, there was no goals.
Yeah, when we started again,
well, it was 1-1 anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 1-1, and then we managed to win. Or we managed to win 3-2 in the end.
Right.
And then literally we get tapped on the shoulder by the Spanish guy going, we're putting you guys on stage now. And we were like, wait, what? And we were like, oh, okay, cool, we're going on stage. My first thought, naturally, as the kind of entrepreneur, was like, oh, great, so PESUniverse's name's going to get all over this all over this PES podcast. I was like, brilliant. I was like, awesome, we'll get that in. And then the kind of, you sit down and the gravity of it kind of becomes a bit more apparent, is that you've got 3 screens in front of you, you've got Max to the left of you, and then you've got El Matador and his team sat the other side of the stage. And
phenomenal players, by the way, for those who don't know who they are. Yeah,
they are ridiculously good players, and have been so for many years. When you've got a German team sat opposite Team Expert, they were really good team to play against. And I think we still held the distinction for the day, where me and Max were the only team to shake hands before and after games as well.
That's the British feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, because the Spanish admins were like trying to get us to sit down. I was just like, "Am I okay to go and shake hands?" They're like, "What?" I'm gonna go and shake their hand, and they were like, "Okay, we'll make it quick." And I'm like, "Okay, so you either want to promote sportsmanship or you don't. Either you want us to just be, dicks, and we'll just jump around
bottles of water over there and that."
Yeah, we'll just pop a Greg out and just throw it all at them. But,
Plus, I had super glue on my hand, so I just wanted to be like, there you go.
He's trying to go and shake hands with Mike Linden and just keep him occupied. That's all he wanted to do. But yeah,
I was like, do you know Nando's?
Oh Jesus!
But it was, Fish is just putting there, fuck sportsmanship. I'm going to swan dive onto the team's desk if I score a world.
What we need, though. I know full well that if you was to qualify, I'd just be the biggest dickhead they've ever met. I'd walk in with my fucking Parker coat. I'd just be giving V's to every single camera. I wouldn't make it onto the stage.
I saw you put that in the WhatsApp. You put it in the chat going like, "Oh mate, I'd be there in my Parker just flicking the V's at everyone."
Oh mate, it'd just be an absolute disgrace walking in with a can of dark fruits, just being an absolute dickhead.
Well, Big Zombie Monkey brings up a good point. In these events, some of the players get overexcited to celebrate. Was it the semi-final that we watched with in Dominator and in the Jawa, and it was against Team Expert? I think that's what it was, right? Yeah, O'Neill did it last year, but in Dominator, basically just got up and they scored a wicked team goal. Didn't celebrate with his teammates, just thumped his badge on his chest, just going, "Yeah, this is all me!"
Fish has just brought up an absolute blinder when we was at the Emirates last year. He
referenced that as well. Referenced that as well, Dave and Bib. He referenced that there. He was just like, "Yeah, when I scored past Jose, because he'd been giving it one, he goes, I just did the lap."
Oh mate, it was unbelievable. The people who was commentating, it was Jelly Media that put this thing on. So it was Graham and Ash who was doing the commentating, and they was going wild. He literally just got up and did a full lap, not of the Emirates, because it would have taken him about a good 20 minutes to run around that, but literally of the hall. Oh, it was class. It was just literally the guy would just sat there because I think apparently he'd been given it the big gun during the game. So obviously Eldridge ended up scoring. Literally sat there, fucking smacking his chest, like getting in his face, and that poor bloke would just sat there crying. Literally, he had tears coming down his face while he had all these people like giving Eldridge high fives and shit. It was unbelievable.
But they've brought rules into it now, like the different kind of rules that were there when we had like the rule brief when they did the draw. It was that you can end up with like infractions now if you over celebrate or it's deemed to be kind of unsportsmanlike conduct. So it's like. Okay, so you want people to celebrate, but then you also are going to give them an infraction at the same time.
You're not allowed to stand up at any point.
It's absolute bollocks. That how they're supposed to promote something that's so fired by the line. Do you know what I mean? By the guidebook. There's just where's the fun in that?
Yeah,
having a handbook of what you can and can't do.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, part of the feedback was some of the. It was like, okay, we understand why you're doing it, but...
Well, the guidelines are set by the people that put it on the white, they're not set by Konami.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So I went to some of the EMR officials and said, pointed out some of the people that had done brilliantly during the day. So the one, I think it was like a main Spanish admin who was just brilliant. Like, when the internet went down, he was just like, don't worry, relax, we got it covered. Was up and running back in about 2 or 3 minutes and basically was just like, don't worry about it, we got you covered. This is all sorted.
Yeah, so obviously when it comes back to the UK or whatever, and Jelly want to throw it on there, I'm fairly certain you're going to see more laps of the stadium.
Well, I don't know whether Jelly are involved in it. That's the thing. I don't know. I think it might go through. I think it still might go through EMR. I think.
Because EMR's doing Milan as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, because I didn't.
They might change the rules.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anything could happen. That's the thing. In kind of a weird sense, anything can happen and probably will happen. This
might be the first event that they've ever put on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, when they were doing the players brief, it was they've got a long history in running events. They've got this, that, and the other, and it was like, oh, okay, cool. And then when it came to obviously the day of it, it was, you could understand why they struggled at some point, but at the same time, they did a good job. I would say overall.
Right, so then we've got the last video to run through. I don't think this is as long as the other one, but there is a lot of Wezza again in this one. As I said, bonus points for whoever picks it out. I'm sure someone's already got it in there. No, they haven't. Nobody's got it. Right, so bonus points for whatever Max does in this. First person to put it in. Chris by 5. See you in 5.
Hey guys, good morning. As you can tell, my voice is a little bit hoarse. Apologies for the kind of lack of vlog during the day yesterday. Hopefully, you guys were actually able to kind of take the or see the broadcast yesterday. We had a good time. Voice is very dry. I just had so much fun. There was a after party afterwards. Obviously, I had a bit to drink. But it was all good fun. I had lots of chats with lots of nice people. In Dominaire, Eldridge, El Dorito, Alex. There's quite a few. It's too many to name, actually. The Eastern European boys. It's all incredibly nice people. I had some good chats with Jonas, with Asim, and with Lenny. Massive props to Konami for the event. Again, it was the first time they were using, I think it was Gerard Piquet's kind of esports company. And yeah, there was a few things that could have changed, but overall, it was quality. So yeah, we're on the way back today. We've got a long lie-in at the moment. So although it's about 7:30 Barcelona time, we're not actually due to go out until I think it's 11:25. Yeah, bus picks us up at 11:25. We've got the plane back with Bad Boy G as well. So it'll be me, Nando's, and Bad Boy G on the same plane. So that'd be nice to come back with another UK player. And so that's a wrap for PES League for us this year. Haven't qualified for Milan. I mean, the likelihood of myself or Max qualifying for Europe for the European round would all really hinge on finishing top of my club, which is an extremely tall task. But you never know. But we'll still give it our best shot. But yeah, pretty much as a kind of a wrap up, we'll be on the way back from Barcelona, and hopefully I'll vlog again today. It was just yesterday, obviously, with all of the gaming going on, all the focus and all of that stuff going on. It was quite hard to vlog, especially inside a really noisy arena. But yeah, no, we had an absolute blast, and I wouldn't have changed it. It's been brilliant being Max. It's been great seeing old friends again. It's been great making new friends as well. It's been really good. The game really unites people, and like I said, I've just mentioned on kind of social media. Although we're all here for kind of like business, the people made this weekend. The people who organised it, the players, all of the admins, they were absolutely superb. Anything that went wrong, they were straight on it. It was great. It was really, really good. So, guys, yeah, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to obviously get dressed and get myself ready to go. Oh, yeah. But hopefully we'll see you in a bit more wake. I'll catch you in a bit. See you in a bit.
So after completely ruthlessly rinsing Max for the fact that he got stopped because his liquids are too big, I've just been stopped by security for metal. Was it metal, Max? Yeah, it was metal. Yeah. So I got stopped coming through Barcelona, but he's still doing his slow motion dabs. He's still doing them. God love him. He's still doing them. But we're about to go and go to the Breakfast of Champions, which if you can see in the distance, is McDonald's. Going for the Breakfast of Champions. By the way, Spanish McDonald's pisses all over anybody else's. Like, they're just so good. So yeah, we're going on to McDonald's, we're going to catch a burger, and then we're going to catch our flight. Oh, and then we've got to meet up with Ali too. So we'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace! Hey guys, so just signing off the kind of end of the vlog really. Just got back to Heathrow. As you can see, chocolate bar, lovely and healthy. Just to go by to Max and Ali, both got the same plane back. I'm just waiting for my coach now, so I'm probably going to have a nice sleep on there. So yeah, massive thank you to PESUniverse for obviously making it all of this kind of, or at least giving the platform for this to happen. Massive thank you to obviously all the guys who did the event running, EMR. Obviously massive thank you to Ganami as well. Yeah, so that is the end of the vlog. I'm going to sign out now because I'm tired, and I will see you guys on my next stream, I think. But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next stream.
So that's the whole thing. A whole 20 minutes of Wezzy's face. Did anybody guess what the two things that Max did? There's a few things, but nobody's saying that they want the crisp 5 for that. So overall, that is the full journey from start to finish. Obviously, a small disclaimer: there wasn't allowed to film inside properly, so they could have filmed when they're walking in and a few small vlog things, but actually filming inside the arena, there wasn't allowed to do, which is a huge part of the day we couldn't show you. So it was more in and around the journey, getting there, and then obviously coming back. But yeah, to just run through what happened, obviously, when you left. Well, in fact, we'll start off with how bad your voice sounded in the first part. Hi, Ian, thanks very much for dropping by, mate. How that must have been some night for your voice to be as bad as it was in the start of that video.
It was a great night because, well, essentially, it kind of stemmed from watching the 1v1s. Everyone started kind of cheering and getting behind people. They were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, there's this bar that we've actually set up as an after party," and within that after party, I don't think I've laughed as hard or as for so long in quite a while. Just people just being generally hilarious.
Yeah.
Everybody was on song. Look, even though it'd been like an 11-hour day, everybody was still on song enough to, take the mic, have a laugh, have a joke, have a beer, get loads of photos. Like, it was mad. It was. Yeah, my voice was gone at that point. The amount of selfies that we got pulled in to take, Max. I think was it you, Max, that bumped into the guys at the bar who wanted to take the photo with us?
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, Twitch guys." I was like, "Hey."
We were like, "Hello."
Celebrities
We were like,
abroad.
I was like, "That's not my name, but I'll go with it." I was like,
Crazy
let's-
Flash, Crazy
Yeah,
Flash,
Crazy
whatever
Flash.
it was, and he was like, "Oh, let me take a picture with the Twitch guys." And we were like, "Wait." And he was like, "Oh yeah, no, we watch your stream all the time." I was like, "Oh, okay, like that's pretty cool."
You
Like,
might have to start like buying a Sharpie or something like that for like signing things for when you go
start
over next
signing
time.
shirts,
Yeah, just
start signing shirts and
yeah,
fleeces.
you just got to start signing a man's tits or something like that. I don't know. Some hairy
I've already got piles of postcards, all with my signature ready to give out.
Not on stream, just when you get there. It's like an every signature. Yeah. 1 minute, pull out the PES League bag. You've got a few postcards.
Got some Nando's postcards signed. I was like, here we go.
Quality.
Yeah, Pyro does make a good point. Crazy Flash doesn't speak much English, but he did get that out. It was let me take a photo with the Twitch guys.
Twitch guys, photo, please. There you go. That's all you need. That's all I need.
Yeah, no, it was wild. And then I had a plane ride back where, because strange bit of trivia, Max doesn't do well with flying in terms of his ears. Strange bit of trivia, where he has to basically put earbuds in, or not earbuds, in-ear headphones popping. So
good hack.
So bad.
Good hack.
Yeah, I had 2.5 hours of Bad Boy Cheese Company. So, but no, it was a good laugh. It was a good laugh.
So obviously off the back of that, the videos was made just for obviously everybody else's benefit and obviously to document their own days, shall we say, that was there, just to give an insight into what goes on, what you can expect when you manage to qualify. We have got more people in the community like Pirate that's going next week, Dave Fish that's going next week, and Unbeatable. Yeah. So obviously that's something that they can look forward to getting a free rucksack and a baseball cap.
And two shirts with your name on it and a really comfy fleece.
Yeah, so that's just an all-encompassing view on it. The lads, have you got anything else that you want to say about the whole trip there?
Max, I'll let you run first.
I think just some of the people were really nice and amazing, and it was a really good time. And spending time with Wes as well was really good.
Oh, that's nice. That's so sweet.
Oh.
Waiting
for Max when I say to him, I'm standing underneath the South Gatwick sign, and he goes to the North Terminal. Was a blast. It really was. No, but in all seriousness, no, it was nice to meet up with some of the people that I met up with last time, and it was nice to meet new people as well. On top of that, like I said, in terms of the community, and I know they mentioned it on the kind of stream that we'd. I know they'd mentioned it on the stream that we'd spoken to them, kind of saying, "Oh, well, you know, we've spoken to the PESUniverse guys and said there's a real community feel," and it's exactly what it was. There wasn't airs or graces, minus the French. Because, but in all fairness, you can understand because obviously French is quite an inclusive language, so they're not going to branch out to learn kind of different people's languages, so it's quite difficult for them to mix. But in the kind of people who were surrounding us, you had the English, Italians, you had the Spanish, you had the Germans, and you had the Dutch all just mixing in. And when it was cutting to us in the stands, we were all just dicking about because it was just nice
like a party atmosphere.
It was just a party.
Yeah.
As soon as it kind of got to like the business end of like the singles, everyone just started pissing about in the stands. You had Asim doing dabs. You had us. You had Max coming across Asim to do dabs.
Like dabception.
You had me just getting up, just like shaking my fist, just going it was just great fun.
Also, the at the end, there's like a montage at the end of the stream. I managed to get on that.
Yeah, he got the legendary wink at the camera.
I got the wink at the camera.
I wish I'd have got the end of that because I definitely would have put it at the end of this.
It's still there.
Well, I'm not going to get it now. I'm not going to skip through to the end just for the sake of this.
No, the footage is on.
Guys,
it's right at the end. So if you
I'm gonna.
I can fill.
He's got it saved in his bookmarks, hasn't he? That's what he's done. He's got this.
Exactly. It's saved under my. It's bookmarks, then Modo, and then that's where all the stuff is.
Put the link in the chat. Oh,
I can't put.
Wait, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to like mod stuff.
So you just go like that.
What?
You go like that, don't you?
No.
That's not what you do?
No, not in my chat. I don't understand. I've got no restrictions or anything. What do you type in? Is it on YouTube?
I think it's that. Yeah, so you go
Wait.
/ mod and then put space, then put Nandos King.
Oh, me.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not in that. Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
is
yeah,
such
it's that,
This
isn't it?
was going so well until this fucking
Right until the
car
point that
crash.
he
Just
wants
for the
to point
sake of a fucking wink, but he's going in. I don't care.
No, I know what he wants. I know what he's after. He'll also be after
Yes,
the penalty
that is.
save as well. He'll also
So
be
I'm
after-
skipping to the end of this video.
There we go.
Admit, you're a mod now as well. Oh, here we go. We've got them. Is this the montage? How long's the montage?
So, there's a montage right at the end. I'll get to like it's about 11:06.
11. Bloody hell, you got it. I'll tell you what. This is the perfect way to round this off. 11:06.
Yeah, with the yeah, man. And
Oh,
you'll
so
see
it's
his
4
penalty save in the
seconds.
montage as well.
Right. Okay.
Pretty sure you'll see his penalty save in that montage as well.
Yeah, you do see they've edited it to make it look like it wasn't my penalty save.
Yeah, that was
How-
it. They've edited it to
how
make it
dare
look like
they?
experts penalty save, which is hilarious.
Right. Okay. So I'll leave the last 10 seconds of it. Did you say it's 11:06?
Yeah, 11:06. I think it's on for
Right.
like a minute.
How can it be when it's only a minute, 11 minutes and 10 seconds long? Oh, no, it's
11:06.
hours. Oh, right.
11 hours.
Oh shit. 11:06. Fucking hell, would have had a long outro. This has been an absolute car crash. It was going so well until I wanted a little dab. Fuck's sake. Oh,
What
right,
do you
no,
mean,
I've got it
doesn't
bang on. I've got it bang on. It's 11:05:34. It's bang on, right. So
Yeah,
that is
leave
what
it
we're going
running.
to play out with at the end of this.
Oh
I'm
wait,
definitely
yeah,
gonna get
I
a
was going to say
copyright strike.
we do have the small announcement, which obviously
Yeah, we're gonna.
been,
In fact, yeah, we'll get to the announcement. We'll round up, and then we can see through the end of this. So go on. The floor's yours, guys. It's your brand. You go for it.
So, it's our brand. Yeah. So obviously, as we mentioned, obviously on kind of social media, and we were looking around different kind of things and looking around to kind of improvements to the team. Kind of for the roster next year, we're looking to. Well, we have brought somebody else on board. Now for the PESUniverse Pros 2 team, it's now going to be the Vernomator, Precision, and Lazar the Greek as a trio. And then in our trio, it's going to be obviously myself, Nandos King, and then of course the newest person, who's actually in the chat right now. We should put a nice little kappa face in there. Is Mr. Selch, which I believe Mr. Selch have actually known each other for quite a while. So in terms of chemistry as well, it's going to work. Vern and Precision have played with each other in the PESUniverse Champions Cup, and they've been doing quite a lot of stuff on stream as well. So in terms of chemistry wise, it's going to improve the chemistry for the pros too, and for us as well. So we're delighted to announce that Mr. Selch is going to be coming aboard.
No, it's absolutely perfect. So you've got two. Something that I don't think we talked about in that is the fact that the teams like trying to get there with two people's all right, but when you're at these events, 3 against 2 is such a disadvantage to the people who are rocking with the 2. So just to bring that third person in as someone as good as Mr. South, no offence to any of the other lads, because they've got a rocking team now with Vernomator, Lazar, and obviously Craig Precision. So them 3 rocking out, he's got 2 unbelievably strong teams, and I'm telling you now, both of your teams will be. Obviously, you're not going to be in Milan because you didn't qualify. But yeah, when you get to the next ones in season 3, I have fully, honestly, you 2 teams, you're both going to be there, rocking it. Telling you.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun, and like I said, it's gonna be exciting for us all to kind of play with. It's gonna be quite interesting. I think on Wednesday, I think it's unconfirmed yet, but I think we're going to be having a little face-off between the 2 teams as well, just a little bit of a sparring match, 3v3 as well. So that'll be one to keep your eyes on the PESUniverse Twitch channel as well. So that'll be something to keep your eyes on.
Awesome. So is there anything else that you 2 want to say before we round it up?
No, I think we've pretty much covered everything. Like I said, the support obviously of PESUniverse is massive, as I mentioned in the vlog. It's great to have the support of everybody and to give us a platform. So we're really appreciative of that. I'm sure Max will say the same, especially with Max, the fact that I had to break my back to get a passport for you, which was one of the we had to break a back for our passport. We had to break our back to get we got there in the end. So I'm supremely proud of what we've done so far, especially in our first season of being the pros as well. So it's going to be it's onwards and upwards really. And I'll chuck it over to Max.
Yeah, basically the same thing. Ditto. Thanks a lot for PESUniverse and everything. And just been a lot of fun. And
Awesome.
I wanted to get Rainbow Flicks in, but
Yeah,
apologise.
The
game
ultra
game was too
disrespect.
tense. No, the game was too tense. It was.
I
so,
apologise to. Well, I said to Wes when we got there, I was like, look, the worst that could happen is if we lose 7-0, 7-1, like get destroyed. I was like, at least I'll be able to get a rainbow flick in. And the games were a lot tougher than I thought. I was like, why are these games? I wanted to lose really bad so I get some rainbow flicks in, but.
Well, we had it. We didn't. It was either going to be if we were dead out in front or if we were dead like smacked. Like it was going to be okay. Max will throw in a standing rainbow flick with Neymar. You know that weird one where he takes the ball between both feet and then flicks it over. It was going to be one of them. He was just going to stop in the corner and rainbow.
Quality.
But it was too tense.
You can find both of these people over on Twitter. You got Nandos_King. Is it underscore again?
Yep.
Yep. And then obviously Wezzatron is at the Wezzatron. Is it not?
Yeah.
Perfect. They both do stream, so I fully encourage you to go over, follow on Twitter, and then go through to the profiles, go and like their social media stuff. It's honestly you lot representing us over there as PESUniverse and representing yourself. We couldn't have asked for two better people to go over and do that. And it sounds like I'm blowing smoke up both your asses, but we do. You are both in the mix with us to know well enough that we both appreciate everything that you did going over there and representing the brand as it was, as in yourself, in such a professional manner that people are coming back to us saying, Jesus, these two lads, look after them because they're doing bits over here.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yes.
That's nice. It's
I'm
nice
leaving
that
on a
we got
nice
that
note
feedback.
for once.
Well, I'm glad you didn't hear about the real stuff that went on.
Yeah. The non-PG stuff.
The untold.
Yeah.
Right, so obviously we've got this trailer that we're going to finish with. This has been episode 3 of the We've Got to Be In Your show. This airs on usually Sundays around 6 o'clock. You can find us on iTunes and SoundCloud. So until then, next week, we've got Shogun coming on, so that should be something. Apparently he's got announcements to make as well, so that's hopefully going to be something that you definitely want to look forward to.
I'll be seeing him on Tuesday because I know he's got the Showtime, I think it is.
Yes.
He does on a Tuesday. Yep. I'll be on there defending the honour of the West Midlands. So, yeah.
So yeah, until next week, guys. Don't forget to follow myself. Sorry, I'm just absolutely butchering these outros. Follow me on Twitter at Bibby_PESUni to find out the full schedule of what goes on during the week. But until then, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll finish with this little trailer that Nando's has tried to.
This is amazing.
Shove
Roll
in
VT.
Roll VT.
Roll VT. There's no sound.
We're still here. Yeah, I absolutely butchered that. Wait, we're still live, by the way. They can still hear us. I've absolutely creased this.
Bibby's confession.
Those two guys were
boxes
fun. Those guys were fun. Yeah, these guys were cool.
Yeah, they started off the drunken
There
party chat.
we are. There we are.
So yeah, this isn't my shit internet quality, by the way. This is like exactly what it was like when I was watching it. This is how bitty it was. It was worse than this. It was like, mate, it was like 240 or whatever it was.
Those guys were cool. Get ready for my penalty save.
How many times have you watched this?
No, watch the penalty. No, watch the penalty save, and then watch the way they've edited it to make it look like Team Expert
Oh,
are the ones
fist
that took the penalty. Watch.
BAM!
I love the hype. Are you ready?
What? Just watch for it.
Oh, yes!
Penalty save.
Right, but then look at the way they've edited it. It's like, yeah, Team Expert, yeah, we done the penalty save. It's like, no. Where's the wink, man?
We just
There it
missed
is.
it.
You just missed it. Oh, you might be in a delay.
I'm a little bit delayed. It's no biggie though.
as soon as this finishes, I'm going to stop the stream. So anyone who's still watching, thank you very much, and I hope to see you all again next week. Just, I'm still playing myself.
Make it back for episode 4, please.
Oh, poor sod. So yeah, don't forget to join us next week for the Shogun podcast on episode 4. Until then, guys, peace out.
Peace. Peace out, nerds.